Okay, so this video is all about OneNote. How you may first come across it is that you may well get an email that looks something like this, okay? Now, what happens if you click it? Well, let's have a look. I'm going to click this, and what it's doing is it's taking me to OneNote Online, okay? OneNote Online is part of Office 365 that you will know from the other videos that you may have watched. If you haven't watched them, go back and watch the Office 365 video, so you kind of know what I'm talking about there. This is OneNote Online, and you don't need to use this because you can install OneNote on your laptop, and that's a much better thing to do. If you have an AISJ laptop, it's already installed. If you haven't, you need to install Office 365, and the other video will show you how to do that. But you're going to click Open in OneNote. If you have OneNote on your computer, you'll have this active. If you haven't got it, then it won't be active. Now when you open it in OneNote, it's going to open it in this program here. This is OneNote Desktop, OneNote 2013. So we're going to talk a little bit through this. Just before I do talk about OneNote 2013, a little word about where these things are online. You'll recognize this. This is the Office 365. If I was to click on OneNote Online, it's going to open up this. And this is all of my notebooks here. Okay? So to open these up, all I need to do is click on it, and it's going to open up like this one did in OneNote Online. Okay? And then I can just click in Open in OneNote, and it'll download it to my desktop version. Now, just a word on that. What it's doing there is it's creating a local copy on your laptop of this whole notebook, and it's establishing this synchronization, this syncing with the version that's on your cloud storage. It's actually in your OneDrive, which is part of Office 365. So what that means is it means that if you have it, if you've brought it down, if you've downloaded it onto your computer and you're looking at it in Office, in OneNote 2013, you are looking at a version that's local here that you can work on offline, and as soon as you get back online, it's going to upload all the changes that you've made to your notebook. Now, what is OneNote? Well, the best way to think about it is, as this graphic explains, a little bit like a binder for all your digital documents. So it's kind of acting like a binder for things that are Word documents, PDFs, spreadsheets, whatever it might be, any kind of digital document. So it would look a little bit like this if it was something physical. You'd have one notebook, okay, and you can see here, these are all my notebooks. I have bunch of different notebooks. Okay, so that's like this. And then within each notebook you have sections. You see this, in this demonstration here, there's a section of maths, a section of biology, a section of history. So those sections go along the top here. And if I have my little menu bar down the side open, I can expand it here, and I can see the sections. Let me pick a simpler one to see. I can see my sections here. So this notebook, for example, has 3 sections. If you can't see this here, well, maybe what you can see is this. Okay, and that, for me, I find that a little bit confusing, though it does free up some space. But to change that, if you just expand it out and then hit the little pin, then that's going to pin it to the side, and then, you know, you can expand it and such, but it lets you see the whole notebook. Okay, so back to the sections stuff. Okay, we've got sections here, and then within a section you could have pages. So then you're looking at the pages within a particular section. So for example, I'm in this AISJ Tech Orientation 2015 notebook. I'm looking at the section called OneNote, and I'm on this page of it. Okay, so these are all the pages within that section. Okay, so if you were going to make a new section, all you need to do, let me just give you a demo, I'll use it on here. If I want to make a new section to sort of organize things, all I have to do is hit the add, and I want to say, classwork. Maybe this is a particular lesson, and I'm already started with my first page. So I can write a lesson on the life cycle. Ooh, it's not wrong. For example, okay, and that's the title of that page. And then I can start taking my notes and all those nice things there. Another cool little feature is there's actually another layer of organization. So it's not just sections that you can have. You can actually group the sections together and have section groups. If you have a look over here, in this one here, this notebook I've got, these are section groups, these things that are expandable here. So for example, in this I have a general information section group, and in here I have all of the sections within that section group. So it's kind of another level of organization. Yeah. To do that, you just right click and say new section group, give it a name. I'm just going to call this one test for now, and then you can drag sections in there and they will then be part of that section group. Okay, so what I suggest you do is just have a little play around with setting up a OneNote, playing around with the sections. Create your OneNotes. When you make a new OneNote, assuming you've got Office 365 installed, just go to File and New, and make sure that everything that you're creating is within your AISJ OneDrive. Then it will be fully shareable if you want to share it out to your teachers or to your classmates. So my suggestion is now go away and have a play with OneNote. Create one in your AISJ OneDrive and try and organize the sections in a suitable way. I suggest making a OneNote that's going to keep your records of all of the work and activities that you do in your classes. Maybe you can have a section group for each class that you have, so that within each one of those section groups you can have sections that are class activities, homework, or whatever you might be doing. Okay, good luck with OneNote, and come back for some more tips in the more advanced OneNote videos.